Big political face-off in Maharashtra just a day after Uddhav Thackeray claimed that his luggage was checked before an election rally. Now, of course, the opposition, including the Uddhav Sena, now upping the ante on this, saying that, well, does the Election Commission also check the Chief Minister's luggage or the Deputy Chief Minister's luggage? Essentially saying or levelling the charge that the Election Commission is acting on the behest of the Chief Minister and the government in Maharashtra. So this has triggered a big political face-off. Let's quickly listen into what Sanjay Raut in fact had to say.
आप हमारा सामान चेक करिए, लेकिन क्या आप एकनाथ शिंदे, देवेंद्र फडणवीस, अजित पवार, नरेंद्र मोदी, अमित शाह जी, उनके हेलीकॉप्टर्स, उनके कारों का काफिला रुक कर आप उनकी जांच करते हैं क्या? महाराष्ट्र में जिस तरह से पैसे का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चल रहा है, क्या चुनाव आयोग के जो ऑब्जर्वर है उनको ये दिखता नहीं? हमने बार बार उनको बताया क्या हो रहा है।
All right, we'll quickly try and get in a reaction from the Shinde Sena to this as well. But before that, let me go across to my colleague Radhika Ramaswamy joining us live. So Radhika, this is, as many would say, regular practice of the Election Commission. In the Lok Sabha polls, if I'm not wrong, Eknath Shinde's luggage was also checked in Nashik, and that had sort of triggered some sort of a political row. But the opposition essentially alleging that the Election Commission is almost acting at the behest of the BJP and the Maharashtra government. But what is Uddhav Thackeray Sena saying essentially? It was yesterday that his bags were checked.
Yes, absolutely. Uddhav Thackeray there, in fact, putting out a video. This was presumably shot by him, whereby his bag was checked by election officials at Yavatmal in a helipad. So he, in fact, goes on to question. Of course, he's upping the ante against the BJP, against the Mahayuti government, to question them, question the election officials as to why they wouldn't check the bags of Amit Shah, Prime Minister Modi, Eknath Shinde, Ajit Pawar, Devendra Fadnavis, and if they do check, then that they must be given the video to prove that all the leaders' bags are being checked. Yes, as you pointed out, Eknath Shinde's bag was checked the last time, if in fact it happened in Nasik. That had also triggered a political row. A lot of back and forth as far as these checks are concerned. Of course, this is obviously to ensure that there is no distribution of gifts or money by any of the political leaders. However, Uddhav Thackeray there upping the ante, saying that this is only being done to the opposition leaders, not just him, but his associate Rahul Narvekar, in fact, his associates' bags were also checked, is the information that we are getting. But not just Uddhav Thackeray, Sanjay Raut also reacting very sharply to the checks that were carried out, saying that, there is information that money is being carried by several of the top political leaders, but it will never come to the forefront since election officials do not really care to check the bags and luggage or vehicles of important leaders such as Prime Minister Modi, Amit Shah, or even Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Ministers of the state. So yes, allegations and counter allegations as far as these checks are concerned. Uddhav Thackeray, Sanjay Raut reacting sharply to Uddhav Thackeray's bag being checked by officials in Yavatmal. This happened a couple of days back. Now we'll have to see what kind of responses perhaps Mahayuti parties may give to these allegations that have been made.
All right, Radhika, thanks very much for joining us for the latest there. In fact, Krishna Hegde, spokesperson of the Shinde Sena, is also with us on the phone line. Mr. Hegde, not only has Sanjay Raut said that the Election Commission is sort of acting at the behest of the BJP and, are the Election Commission officials checking the Chief Minister's luggage, the Deputy Chief Minister's luggage, but Sanjay Raut also says that the Election Commission must keep a sort of a check on the kind of money that is being pumped in and distributed across Maharashtra. Your response to this?
Vedansi, Sanjay Raut has got a habit of making all these wild allegations without any proof. And in the last Lok Sabha election, Chief Minister Eknath Shindeji's bags were also checked when he was getting down from the helicopter, possibly in Nasik. And not only that, Eknath Shindeji did not make any fuss about it or did not create any uproar like the Uddhav Thackeray camp is doing now. Over that, if you have seen the Election Commission, they have acted swiftly, whether it is near Sangola, whether it is in other places of Maharashtra, and even out of Mumbai in Jharkhand. You have seen that several places where cash has been seized by the Election Commission and I think Election Commission is doing a good job. Firstly, instead of appreciating the huge exercise the Election Commission, the officials, the administration, the police and all the departments are doing, they're just making these false allegations.
Sure.
Wherever the Election Commission is doing their work, they're doing, I think, promptly, and they're doing it well, systematically and professionally, and they have no bias whatsoever. Over that, like I told you, even the Chief Minister's bag has been checked. So I don't know why they are creating this kind of fuss all the time. If there is nothing, then what do you have to fear, actually?
All right. Also, a quick response, Mr. Thackeray, on what Sanjay Raut said about the kind of money being pumped in and distributed across Maharashtra. This also comes close on the heels of the Prime Minister saying that the Congress is using money which is as kickbacks from liquor shop owners in Karnataka and pumping that in Maharashtra. So this whole sort of conundrum around money and money being distributed in Maharashtra.
No, the Honorable Prime Minister is very right, because a lot of money is pumped in from Karnataka, Telangana and Congress-ruled states. And like you saw in the Goa election also, a lot of money was pumped by the Aam Aadmi Party from Delhi, from the liquor gate scam. So there is proof in what we are saying. We are just not making any allegations.
Okay. Though I must clarify here that the Enforcement Directorate so far has not been able to establish the money trail in the Delhi liquor policy case. Since you mentioned that, so I must clarify that none of it has been proven yet, surely. But of course, that huge political slugfest there in Maharashtra over the Election Commission's luggage checking spree.